He was inducted into the Pine Valley Wall of Fame in 2004, the Section 6 Hall of Fame in 2018, and now as a 2020 inductee into the CSHOF Sports Hall of Fame, I present to you Timothy Nobles.
We'll go somewhere in between. Thank you, Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame. I had a really bad cold last week, and it's coming back. Okay, thank you for the members. Thank you for this honor that's bestowed upon me tonight. Okay, I want also to congratulate all my fellow inductees, okay, all the sports teams, all the coaches, all the players. It's really a special night. In the early 1990s, okay, my very good friend, my mentor in basketball, assistant coach, Jerry Skrzyncki, I hope some of you people remember him, he said to me, he came to the team, and he says, I've got a quote. I've got a quote that I want you to think about. I'm going to tell you right now, and you need to think about this. And the quote was this: if you see a turtle sitting on a fence post, you know it didn't get there by itself. He said, now think about this. You're walking along the fence line. Some of you people know what fence lines are. Okay, and you see a turtle sitting on top of it. You go, oh my gosh, how did that get there? That's really amazing. Wow, that's special. But how did it get there? Did it climb there by itself? And of course, the answer is no, a turtle cannot climb. It needs help. Okay, and that quote became the foundation for our Lady Panther basketball program. Okay, and just this year, I'm still coaching modified girls basketball and just finished on Friday our JV basketball team, and we used that quote this year. Okay, if you're going to do something special, you got to have help. You can't do it by yourself. And I think it's kind of ironic that look up here. Okay, you're probably saying, why is that Nobles guy up there? How'd he get up there? What's he doing there? Well, he certainly didn't get here by himself. He needed a lot of help. I know that there are people out there, I know some people that talk about all the time, what if? What if? And a lot of times people are negative in their what ifs. What if I had moved away? Okay, things would have been better. What if my girlfriend hadn't left me? Okay, things would have been different. What if I had pursued my dream? Okay, and since I've been awarded this award, I've sat back and I've thought about a lot of what ifs in my life. And I've gone through and I've had a lot of nice memories talking to different players and things that have happened. And I just come to the conclusion that I must be the luckiest man on earth, because what if? And I can go down through hundreds of what ifs. But I'll start with my mom. What if my mom hadn't said when I was going to Fredonia State, you know, history is a really nice degree, but what are you going to do with it? Don't you think you should get your education degree? What if I hadn't listened to her? And what if there hadn't been a job opening at Pine Valley? Okay, what if I'd taken the jobs that I'd been offered down south and moved away? Okay, what if Bob Wade, superintendent, really wonderful guy, hadn't taken a chance on a snot-nosed college kid that didn't know his left from right and given him a job? What if Jerry Skrzyncki at that time hadn't said, I'm going to coach girls at JCC and we need a varsity coach? And what if at that same time, if I had taken, because I had a choice between taking the JV boys, modified boys, or the varsity girls, what if I'd gone with the boys? Things would have been different. And what if that first year that I coached in 1980-81, if that hadn't been such a spectacular team, if only the coach had had some idea on what he was doing? He lost 3 games, all to Rick Anderson's Mayville girls that year. Okay, and they were wonderful, but I didn't know what I was doing. But I had such a spectacular time with that. And what if there hadn't been parents who had their kids work hard? I know a couple of parents that are here tonight, Greta Kroll and Randy Stanky. You know, they taught values to their kids, and they taught hard work. Okay, and what if I didn't have great players, and the players that are here tonight, Jen Kroll, Jen Ruman, Brielle, sorry, I couldn't remember your name, Brielle. Brielle Courtright, okay, what if they hadn't been so devoted, okay, and what if after they'd gone off to college, they came back and they said, we had such a spectacular time at Pine Valley that we want to help you coach, and we want the next generation of players to experience what we experienced. And what if Doug Zange, okay, softball coach, okay, good friend, science teacher, what if he had given us the hours of devotion and time? He was our athletic trainer. How many knees, how many ankles, how many sprained fingers were healed by this man? And just what if he hadn't been there, okay? And what if after about 8 years of coaching, Jerry Skrzyncki hadn't come back and said, hey, Tim, I think I got an idea for a defense, okay, a pressure defense, and I really think you're going to like it, and I think the girls are going to really buy into it. And, of course, that's what Pine Valley was known for, pressure defense. What if I'd been arrogant, and I'd said, no, this is my team, you can't be a part of it, but I opened it, I welcomed him, and what if he hadn't done that? Things would have been totally different. And what if Teresa Kroll, okay, had gone off to college in Pennsylvania and stayed in Pennsylvania? What if she hadn't taken a chance with me? Okay, what if she had not said yes? Okay, I would not only not had a wonderful JV coach and assistant coach on the modified and varsity, but we would not have two wonderful children. Okay, we have a daughter that's out working on her PhD at Minnesota, and just this last week, our senior son, it was announced that he is the valedictorian for the 2020 class at Pine Valley, Jared Nobles. Okay, yeah, and okay, you know, what if it hadn't been Teresa? The genes would have been different. Things would have been different, right? Okay, and, you know, so many things. So many things. I've got so many more. And, of course, Brielle Courtright, I already said, talking to her, that a lot of words describe her, and the best ones are stubborn and determined. There's a lot of other words that people use, okay, but she's the one that really spearheaded this campaign to get me into the Hall of Fames, okay. You know, she's the one that wrote and did everything that you had to do, and I wouldn't be here, okay, if it wasn't that. And there's many other stories. Dan Palmer out there, okay, and, you know, what if Dan Palmer hadn't taken an instant like to Pine Valley Lady Panther basketball? What if he hadn't gone on our first state trip in 1990? What if those darn parents hadn't left him at the motel, he and Greg Mayer all by themselves? Okay, you know, that things, just the way things happened, the way things turned out, okay, there was too many variables, and I was like, going through my life, it's like things could have been so bad, okay, but they turned out so wonderful, okay, and I thank everybody. I know there's people I've missed, but thank you very much, and I've truly been blessed.
Thank you, Tim. From the heart.